There's a demon living inside you, not the silly red creature from cartoons with horns. Something far worse, something human, something you recognize. It's the anger you keep feeding, the rage that boils in your gut when someone disrespects you, the fire in your chest when life refuses to bend your way. It's the part of you that erupts, destroys relationships, weakens you, and you continue nourishing it. But what if I told you there is a way to kill it, bury it, and walk through fire with steady eyes while everyone else panics? Miyamoto Musashi, arguably the most dangerous man to ever walk across Japan, did exactly that. He wasn't merely a swordsman, he was a silent war machine. He fought more than 60 death duels and never lost. Not because he was the strongest, not because he was the fastest, but because he entered every battle without emotion. This isn't myth. This is how one man eliminated anger and became a legend. And now you're going to learn his method. 1. Anger is a puppet string, and you're the puppet. Let's be brutally honest with each other. Anger doesn't make you powerful. It makes you controlled. Every time you blow up, every time you erupt, every time someone presses your buttons and you respond, you're revealing your weaknesses. You're showing the world exactly how to manipulate you. Musashi understood this early. He knew anger wasn't strength. It was a leash, a chain, a predictable reaction that made men easy to influence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you are disturbed by external things, it is not they that trouble you, but your own judgment of them." Read it again. Because if someone can trigger your anger, they can steer your behavior. You're not in control. You're a puppet, and the strings attached to you are your emotions. Musashi cut those strings. He trained himself to become immune to insults, to enter a duel with the stillness of a monk. No matter what was thrown at him, disrespect, danger, chaos, he stayed cold and observant. Not because he didn't feel emotions, but because he refused to be ruled by them. Real strength isn't in how hard you strike, but in how impossible it is to provoke you. That's what made Musashi terrifying. Not his sword, not his size, not even his skill, but his void. A man with no emotional triggers is a man you can't manipulate, threaten, or break. That is real power. 2. The day Musashi killed anger. There's a story few people know. When Musashi was still young, barely out of boyhood, he challenged a highly respected swordsman named Arima Kihei. Arima was refined, disciplined, confident. He expected a traditional duel with steel. Musashi arrived carrying nothing but a wooden stick. Arima mocked him, laughed, tried provoking him. Any other man would have snapped, argued, reacted. Musashi didn't. He simply observed, calm and calculating. Then he struck, fast, hard, and killed Arima instantly. No shouting, no rage, no dramatic display, just cold, precise execution. Musashi didn't fight with emotion. He fought with awareness. He fought like death itself, silent and inevitable. Anger wasn't his strength. Control was. 3. The psychology of the blade. Musashi didn't only master the sword, he mastered the mind. He studied his own emotions and eliminated the ones that weakened him. He wrote, "Do nothing which is of no use. Anger, unless perfectly controlled, is almost always useless. You think it helps you win arguments, but it only exposes your insecurity. You think it helps in conflict, but it gives your enemies the advantage, because now they know exactly how to provoke you. The mind is like a blade. Rust it with emotion, and it dulls. Keep it still, sharp, quiet, and it cuts through everything." 4. Why you get angry, and why you'll keep losing. Let's make this personal. Why do you get angry? Someone disrespects you. Life feels unfair. A driver cuts you off. Here's the truth you don't want to admit. You get angry because you believe you're entitled to control things you were never supposed to control. You think the world owes you respect. You think people should behave according to your script. You think life should be fair. Musashi would call this attachment, and attachment is the root of suffering. He trained himself to expect nothing. He walked alone, slept on roadsides, embraced discomfort. He strengthened not just his body but his soul, and because he expected nothing, nothing could shake him. No one could anger him. 5. Training the void. Musashi's practice of emptiness. You don't destroy anger by screaming into pillows or doing 100 push-ups. You defeat it by training your mind like a samurai trains steel. Here's how Musashi did it. Voluntary hardship. He slept outdoors, ate simply, avoided fame and comfort. He believed softness makes the mind fragile, and fragile minds explode easily. Try this yourself. Choose one comfort and eliminate it. Cold showers, no sugar, no social media. Whatever makes you uncomfortable, remove it. You'll discover that most of your anger was just entitlement. No reaction, the ultimate weapon. Musashi often went silent for hours, even during training. He conditioned himself to observe first, act later. Next time someone insults you, pause. Say nothing. Watch them. The power dynamic flips instantly. Meditate on death. Every morning, Musashi imagined his own death. Why? Because a man who accepts death cannot be rattled by trivial things. He wrote, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world." Anger dissolves when death becomes familiar. What is a rude comment compared to mortality? 6. Kill the ego, kill the fire. At its core, anger is ego pretending to be righteousness. You're not angry because life is unfair. You're angry because your pride is wounded. Someone challenges your worth. Someone fails to recognize you. Someone dismisses you. Musashi understood. Ego is weakness disguised as importance. The more you feed it, the easier you are to break. So he starved his ego. He didn't care about praise. He didn't chase status. He didn't dress to impress. He didn't seek approval. He understood a simple truth. The more you need recognition, the more power others have over you. Musashi walked through life like a shadow, detached, free, silent. A man with nothing to prove is a man no one can provoke. Destroy the ego, and insults become noise. Criticism becomes information. Rejection becomes irrelevant. And anger dies because there's nothing left to protect. 7. The final duel, Musashi versus Sasaki Kojiro. Let's close with his most famous duel. Sasaki Kojiro was graceful, deadly, beloved across Japan. Musashi arrived not just late, but hours late. Not out of laziness, but strategy. He wanted Kojiro furious, unbalanced, blinded by rage. Kojiro was trembling with anger. Musashi stepped off his boat calm as stone, armed only with a wooden sword carved from an oar. Kojiro charged, wild with fury. Musashi, still centered, struck once. Kojiro fell dead. That is what rage gets you. 8. Musashi's modern code, the way forward. This isn't about acting like a samurai. It's about adopting their core principles: emptiness, detachment, precision, silence. If you want to stop being angry, stop reacting. Start observing. Stop expecting. Start detaching. Stop shouting. Start sharpening. Remember, the quieter you become, the more dangerous you are. Musashi wrote, "The way of the warrior is resolute acceptance of death. And when you no longer fear discomfort, when you stop needing people to behave a certain way, when death stops frightening you, anger has nowhere left to live. Only stillness remains. Only control. Only power." Thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this, hit the like and subscribe button. See you in the next one.